Good morning, everybody. Jayy here with another War of the Visions video, and today we are going to do a guide on how to raise your bravery and faith to whatever level you want them to be, especially if you want them to be higher than 70, which is the max you can take them to in the barracks. So there's a couple different ways to do this. There's what I'm going to call the traditional way, which we're going to show off, that involves Fina and a samurai and all that, and I'll go over how that works. Then there's some more advanced ways, and some of it is even automated, especially when it comes to bravery, and I have a couple videos sent in by a friend of mine named Cell. We're going to watch how he does it, and we're just going to kind of analyze it. You can figure out which way is best for you and which way you want to do it. Let's jump right in. First off, here's a squad on the screen that I just threw together to kind of use to highlight this. But notice in this squad we have Fina and Auronnj. Fina and Auronnj are going to serve as a White Mage of Lapis, which only can be Fina, and a Samurai sub-job from Auronnj. Now, White Mage of Lapis has access to an ability called Cheer. It raises the allies' faith and it raises the allies' attack, magic, and faith for 3 turns and bestows protect on them. It's a really good ability actually in a fight. I've done a Fina review video before, and I really like her casting this buff on my group. The most important thing this ability does, however, is it raises faith, and that faith raise is permanent. Now, you don't get the whole faith raise. You're going to get like 1 permanent faith raise every time Fina does this to you, because you only get like a 1/4 of what the stat raise is in a fight permanently for after the end of the battle. You'll see that in the tooltip sometime. It'll talk about that. With Fina, though, you can have her cast Cheer on your allies, and it will boost their faith up. The easiest way to do this is to make sure you have Vow of Love equipped on someone you want to get their faith raised. Then have Fina in a group with them, and just let the group auto-farm something for a while. Fina will target the Vow of Love person, and with Cheer, she just loves to cast this buff. She'll just put it on them over and over and over, and you just let it run for a while, and there you go, your faith is raised. That is the traditional way of raising faith. For Auronnj and Samurais, they have access to an ability called Meditation, which raises the bravery of their allies and themselves in the AoE that you see on the screen. This is something that the AI does not like to do. You actually need to manual this. So, it kind of sucks. Like, it always was kind of a pain. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go raise my bravery. And you'd sit there for a while, you'd cast this buff, and cool, after a while of doing it, your bravery's at 97, and that's great. By the way, always run bravery at 97 on your units. They're going to do more physical damage, take less physical damage, and it's just not... There's no downside to having your bravery maxed out. You should max your bravery. And in the past, using a meditation and a samurai was kind of an annoying way of doing it. However, we have a better way to show off. So I'm going to put this squad that we had back on the screen, and I'm going to highlight a couple other things in this squad and talk about them. Namely, I'm going to highlight Kilfei, who is sub-job staff mage, and Cecil's TMR. If you took the time to MLB Cecil, his TMR is one of the big payoffs of that. Why? Well, it does a buff called Holy Knight's Cheer, which is a nice big AoE buff on your group that raises attack and magic of allies in range for 3 turns and raises bravery. It is equivalent to what kind of Fina's Cheer was with faith, but for bravery. The AI also really likes to use this buff. So this is the way to auto-farm bravery up, is use Cecil's TMR. Put it on a unit who you want to use it. I'm going to have a video of this in a second, actually. We'll go over this in a video form. So just know that that's the way of autoing it. Now, for faith, the other cool way of raising faith is with a staff mage and the ability Faith Rising. Now, the AI, not great with using this ability. However, look at the nice big AoE it hits in. So it's a good alternative to Fina, because you can do more than one person's faith at a time, which was always a big limitation back in the day of raising faith. You basically just had to use Fina. You put everybody to 70 in the barracks and you're like, okay, Fina, get out here, it's time to do it. Let's go now to some videos sent in by my friend Cell, and we're going to watch these last 2 kind of like higher level ways of doing this in action. Okay, first up, this is Cell's Bravery raising guide. So you see he has this group put together here, and notice how Jayy is definitely going to be the fastest person in this group. She has an Esper equipped, she also has Cecil's TMR equipped. That's what you want. You want the first person in your group using this TMR. So turn off all their other buffs, just put this TMR on them, make them the first person to go, and this will raise the bravery of everyone in your group. So let's watch his video play out. Now, he puts auto repeat on here, right? And so he's calculated, hey, I get so much bravery per run. I'm going to set my repeats to 25 because that will max the bravery on my units. And he's going to set it on auto, turn auto fight on, hit embark, and go. Now, there's a couple things that are important about his team here. He's also bringing little Leela, who does a nice big AoE damage, and if we go back in the video just a little bit, you can see he's on Part 1, Chapter 1, Scene 3. This is an important farming stage from early in the game, where somebody with an AoE ability can just wipe out the enemy super quick. So the plan here is have Jayy use the TMR. Here that comes right away. Yep, quest start, cool. Here comes the TMR use. Bravery up. Everybody just got the bravery buff. Now, Leela's going to walk forward, eliminate the enemy, and then boom, you leave that on auto repeat, set your game down for a while, and before you know it, well, 25 runs later, you have everyone at max bravery. He's probably going from either 70 or 50 here. Probably has different units, but that was his video. So thank you for that video, Cell. Let's watch your other video now about raising faith. You can actually see that they got 2 bravery a fight there, so that's really nice. Okay, let's go to the next video. Okay, so for this one, the first thing you'll notice, we're still on Part 1, Chapter 1, Scene 3. So the same, like, easy AoE to clear thing. Kilfei is along this time, and she's the fastest person in the group with Siren and Bells. Just speed her up. Sakura is here. She's going to be our AoE cleanup machine, and we're going to run it. Now, look what he does there. He turns auto fight off. This is the draw. There's both a drawback and a benefit of this method for raising faith. The drawback is, well, you can't auto it because the AI is just not real good. The benefits are 2. Watch this. He's going to use Faith Rising. Where is it? There we go. Boom. Raise everyone in the group's faith. That already makes it better than cheer because it hits in an AoE. But not only that, you can use this many times. You can use it 3 times a fight. So you're going to get a nice little bump for everyone compared to a small bump from just Fina casting it once. So here he goes. He's got his agility set up. You get 3 casts of this really quick. And now you just say, hey, wait a second, Marguerite. We're going to let Sakura clean this fight up. You walk Sakura forward. Here comes her AoE. And the enemies are down. And that's it. So he's going to go back to his screen here. And he's going to show us just how much faith that he actually got in this fight. And we can fast forward a little bit so we can see that. Okay, so his unit went from 50 faith to 54 faith. So by doing that buff 3 times, he gained 4 faith. Pretty easy, didn't take very long, and if you already had your units at 70, it wouldn't take a whole lot of time to get them that last 20 or 27, whatever you want to get them to. I recommend maxing out for like your mages, things like that. Okay, let's go to the let's go to the next part. Awesome, that's really it. So once again, thank you, Cell. Cell was in Salt, which I think right now is called Bella Coban or something. They change their name all the time. Salt's our brother guild though. Salt reached out to me with those videos and said, hey, do you want to show these off? This is what I do. And I was like, yeah, dude, send me what you got. So if you guys have a video that's like something you do in this game that you think is like really next level and you want to, make it into a video and show those off, send me those videos. Hit me up on Discord or something. If I don't respond immediately on Discord, I'm sorry. I get like a lot of Discord messages a day. I read them all. I don't always respond. It's just a time thing. But yeah, if you do something really cool and you want to show that off, just let me know. I might even feature it in a different video. Might not get its own, whatever. You get it. If you have questions about this or anything, drop those questions in the comments section or stop by the stream. I do stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from about 4 Central Time to 7 Central Time US. That's the best way to reach me if you have questions. yeah, like this video if you think it's going to help you out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.